Pete the Norfolk Chillihead back once again with another homemade sauce review for you. This is the wild Blackberry BBQ sauce from Dale at the Blunt Sessions channel. If you haven't already checked out his channel, go check it out right now. It's awesome. He's got loads of awesome reviews on there. Definitely well worth a look. So check it out because, well, this is the kind of sauce that this guy creates, and he definitely knows his stuff. I mean, look how awesome this looks. It's a lovely reddish brown kind of colour. Almost kind of like a paprika-esque kind of colour, but you can see, as usual, loads of stuff going on in there. Herbs, spices, seeds floating around in there. It looks freaking awesome. As always with Dale sauces, we have a long list of ingredients to get through of some awesome sounding, fresh, natural ingredients. So let's crack on with that right now. We have habaneros, bell peppers, apples, plums, blackberries, fruit and vegetable juice, ketchup, brown sugar, caramelised onion, garlic, vinegar, water, Irish whiskey, Dijon mustard, blackstrap molasses, hickory flavour, paprika, kosher salt, cracked black pepper, dried oregano, dried basil, red cayenne powder and lime juice. Wow, I barely even know where to start with that lot. But basically, you know, I'm expecting some decent heat and flavour from the habaneros, sweet notes coming through from the fruit, hopefully, and some savoury notes too. We've got the garlic, of course, herbs, spices, sugary notes, all kinds of crazy stuff going on here, guys. So without further ado, let's crack it open and check it out. I'll just crack the cap there and see what we get. Oh wow, Well, that immediately smells very different to pretty much everything else that I've tried from Dale so far. I'm definitely getting a molasses kind of note coming through, and I think that's probably combining with those blackberries and well, maybe the other fruits as well, but it's definitely creating a really unique kind of aroma. Slightly kind of salty, slightly kind of vinegary, but I'm definitely getting those molasses. It smells great. It definitely has a slightly smoked kind of barbecue sort of aroma. I'm guessing that's coming from the hickory. Oh, it definitely smells good. Yeah, wow. Let's just crack this open onto the spoon and see what we've got. It's kind of thick. It's been in the fridge for quite a few days, so it's slow to pour. If I'd left it out a little bit longer, it would have come out quite a bit easier. But wow, okay, this is really interesting. It looks kind of like a very different kind of consistency to what we normally get from Dale. Normally it's a kind of a sort of a fine puree with his sauces, I would say, but this looks more like one of those kind of really silky smooth kind of barbecue sauces, definitely. Ooh, I'm definitely getting a little bit of a tomato vibe as well, I'm guessing coming from the ketchup. Ooh, it smells good. I can't wait. Let's get on with this and get it in our gobs. Wow, that's absolutely awesome. And I think I have to say, pretty much straight off the bat, probably the best sauce I've had from Dale so far. And that's saying something because they've all been great. But that, wow, that's something. That really is something. I think what I was picking up in the aroma there that I wasn't quite able to get my head around definitely comes through in the flavour is the mustard. I'm definitely getting some of that in there. Nice habanero burn coming through, not too strong. Again, it's more in the middle range for Dale sauces, but it is going for the front of the tongue and slightly to the back of the throat as well, but not too much. It's just a nice medium warmth. What am I picking up on? I'm definitely picking up on these smoky flavours. There's so much in here, guys. I'm just trying to get my head around it all. I'm definitely getting some of those smoky flavours. Definitely getting some sweetness. I think I am picking up on those blackberries. Not so much maybe the plums and the apples, I don't think. again, my palate isn't that sophisticated, so I don't really know exactly what it is I'm tasting, but his flavours are just so complex, and yet he manages to balance everything so incredibly. I mean, this sauce, I mean, if it's not professional quality, then I don't know what it is. It does look like it's got that kind of silky, velvety sort of texture when you pour it onto the spoon, but it is more, again, of that same sort of very, very finely pureed quality that we've had from his sauces in the past, with lots of things floating around in there. We've got more herbs and spices. I think there's probably a little bit of black pepper that I'm sort of cracking down on when I'm eating it, and I'm definitely getting some of that black peppery warmth in there as well. I think I'm picking up on some of that vegetable juice as well. It's not entirely sweet. We are getting a more savoury vibe coming through. It's not particularly garlicky, I wouldn't say, as some of his sauces can be. I can definitely pick out the garlic in a lot of his other sauces. I'm not getting that so much this time, but I am getting savoury notes. And I'm now thinking that's coming from the vegetable juice, which is really, really interesting. Wow. It's not particularly vinegary, I wouldn't say at all. I'm definitely picking up on some of those herbs and spices, creating a nice mouth feeling there. But it's just the way that sweetness, it's not overly sweet. It just balances perfectly with the more savoury notes and combines with that smoky flavour as well in the background, and that little bit of just that sting right in the front of the tongue and right on the back of the throat. Perfectly. I have to say, Dale, you know, I honestly think this is probably the best sauce that you sent me so far. I think this is the 4th one I've had now. And I haven't been disappointed with any of them, but this, I mean, I have to say, well, you can see how quickly I'm going through it. I'm going to go through it like nobody's business. I'm pretty sure it's that vegetable juice that I'm picking up on. Wow. That's just incredible, that flavour that it brings to it. You'd think it would just be there to sort of kind of round the sauce out a bit more, but it's really, really packing in the flavour there with those vegetables. Wow, that's so good. Honestly, guys, if you haven't tried one of Dale's sauces already, then go check it out, because seriously, I've had 4 now. They've all been great, and this, I'd give it 9.5 out of 10. I mean, it's as close to perfection really as you could possibly get. Heat-wise, I'd probably say it's probably about a 6 out of 10. I mean, obviously, the more you have, the hotter it gets. But yeah, I'd probably give it a nice solid 6. But flavour-wise, man, 9.5 out of 10. So close to 10. I don't like giving 10 to anything, really, because I just kind of think that it's very hard to create perfection, which is what 10 out of 10 would be. But this is so close. It's virtually, you know, non-existent gap there. So it's definitely worth checking out. And wow, awesome sauce. I absolutely loved it, and I'm going to put it on my food tonight. That would go on virtually anything. Awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back very soon once again with another review for you all. See ya.